King David, a man after God's own heart. Come in and sit for a few moments with me. Have a little drink of coffee, a little sip of coffee. It's always good to set the day off. Ah, that was good. Good coffee. Good Irish. No, it wasn't Irish coffee. It was Tennessee coffee. David's lust for Bathsheba. David's adultery. David's cover-up. Bathsheba is with child. David thinks, I gotta cover this up somehow. Let's get Uriah, her husband, home from the battlefront. Let's get him to bring a report back to us. Uriah sent to his house, but Uriah refuses to go. David says, you've done a great job. Go home, be with your wife. Uriah says, how can I go home and be with my wife when Israel, God's people, God's chosen people, are at war? Many wanted to go home. Many wanted to go home. Many probably wanted this war to be over, just like back in the days of Gideon when he lost 22,000 men. But Uriah wanted to get back into the fight. If you read over in 2 Samuel chapter 23, it lists 37 of David's brave men. Extraordinary soldiers. The elite fighting force for Israel. They were known as David's mighty men. Came from all walks of life. Poor, rejected, jail, prison, outcast in society. David's mighty men were committed. Among the 37 is Uriah the Hittite. And now he's given permission. Go home, eat, drink, take a rest, be with your wife Bathsheba. Go home, take it easy. Laze around for a little while. But that goes against his nature. His nature is, he is a fighting man. We know according to Paul, Ephesians chapter 6, verses 12, 13, believers are in a battle every day. For we wrestle not against flesh and blood, but against principalities, against powers, against the rulers of darkness of this world, against spiritual wickedness in high places. Therefore we take on the whole armor of God, so that we might be able to withstand in the evil day. And having done all that we could do to stand, here we're at war. We're at war. And there seems to be a lack of commitment. I think it's sad to see churches all over losing faithful members more and more and more. It's even sad to see others trying to justify their action by claiming, well, the Bible says there will be a great falling away in the last days, so that makes it okay. And then there are others who will excuse themselves because they don't feel that they are at war in this whole world. I don't know. I have a sad feeling that many of God's children only draw close to God for what they can get out of Him. Wow. Did you hear me? I think there's many are in it for the treats, are in it for the entertainment. They are in it for what they can get out of it. think it's sad. I think it's sad. A young husband and a wife had been married not too long. But as time went on, they grew more accustomed to the role. But all of a sudden, he is unemployed. And when he got laid off from his job, it really affected him. And after a few months, his greatest role was to lie on the couch with the remote control, watching the sports, eating his potato chips, stuffing his face, getting up to go to the bathroom, coming back, getting onto the couch, and the wife was sick of it. Why aren't you out looking for a job? He said there are no jobs out there. There's a recession going on. And he would excuse himself every single day. But he would laze around the house. He wouldn't do a thing. After many months of this, the wife came home one day. And there he was with his bag of potato chips, lying on the couch, sitting in his underwear, with the remote control by his side. And she exploded. She went crazy. She says, if it weren't for my money, you wouldn't have these potato chips. She says, if it weren't for my money, you wouldn't have this television. She said, if it weren't for my money, you wouldn't have this couch to lie on and sleep on. If it weren't for my money, all this stuff that you have in here, you wouldn't have it if it wasn't for me, if it weren't for my money. And he listened carefully. And he thought for a moment, and he replied honestly. He said, if it weren't for your money, I wouldn't be here. I think that describes many, many people who go to church today. What's in it for me? What am I going to get out of it? What can I attain from this? Uriah wasn't like that. He wanted into the battle. He had this conviction that every Christian needs to have. He realized, why did he want to go back into the battle? Because the Ark of God was there. And in the Old Testament, the Ark of God, or the Ark of the Covenant, symbolized the presence of God. He wanted to be in the presence of God. He wanted God more than anything else. And Uriah realized something that David had forgotten. When one stands in the presence of God, you cannot be defeated. John chapter 16, verse 33, in this world we're going to have tribulation. Jesus said, be of good cheer, for I have overcome the world. Listen, whatever is going on in your life, be of good cheer, for God, for Jesus Christ, has overcome the world. May God bless you.